Day one of Cowboys Minicamp is in the books. We'll break it down for you, including the latest on Micah Parsons, where things sit there amid what appears to be a hold-in. Brian Schottenheimer commented on the Jaire Alexander front, with him being a free agent. Donovan Ezeriuaku is the only unsigned Cowboys player, but not necessarily worth freaking out about. Before we dive into all of that, we are doing the Micah decision pool. You pick the date Micah signs or gets traded, which seems highly unlikely. Venmo me at Tom Downey, $5 to enter. The closest person wins the 50-50 split the pot take home, already up to $20. $5 to enter that. I'll put the Venmo link in the comments of today's show. You can also go to chatsports.com/Micah to see all the entries so far. It'll redirect you to the Google Sheet tracker. So that's at Tom Downey on Venmo, $5 to enter. We mentioned that because Micah did show up for minicamp. There is no holdout, but certainly seems like there is a hold-in ongoing. He did not partake in any drills today. Now, Schotty had said at his press conference that, Micah's going to do some on-field things. That did not happen. Now, that also could just be Schotty kind of saying, he'll do some stuff on the field and just kind of duck the question altogether. Or not. This press conferences, as Coach speaks, sometimes can't read too much into it. Micah did claim he had back tightness, and I think that's more of an, my back's all tight. Come on. Did you really, though? Which is fine. No drills indicates to me this is a hold-in, and I don't blame him for that. In the end, nothing actually changes here for me. I want him to be there in some capacity. He's here in some capacity. Checks off that box. Of note, Micah and Jerry spoke for 25, 30 minutes. We'll talk about what was allegedly discussed between them. I have my doubts that there were no contract talks at all. But nothing changes. Just do the deal. Just get it done. Everybody wants this. Everybody. It's the opposite of the Netflix show, which I never actually watched. Just do it. Get the deal done. This is not actually hard. Don't make this more challenging and more costly than it needs to be. So the pinned comment on today's video: will Micah Parsons get paid before training camp? Y for yes, N for no. Sound off at that pinned comment with your predictions. Now again, I'll give Micah credit here for this because he's doing the things that Schotty pretty much asked of him. He said he'll attend Cowboys training camp. May or may not participate. So again, the hold-in, I'll call it possibility, not threat, remains. And, the scale is, get the deal done, hold in, hold out. Well, I guess get the deal done, hold in right in the middle, hold out all the way down there. That's what I want. Now, Micah, good note here from John Machota of The Athletic. He'll be out there at training camp. Didn't commit to participating one way or the other. Also, and Clarence Hill kind of sums this up pretty well too, Micah and Jerry did not talk contract at all with Jerry Jones. They talked about vacation, his birthday, his leadership. There were no contract talks, etc. Do we believe that? Because I don't believe that. 25-minute conversation and contract didn't come up one time? Jerry loves to talk business on these things. Even if it was Micah saying, I don't want to talk contract, which is, Dez told that great story about how Jerry tried to get him to talk contract, and Dez go, I'm not talking with you. You're going to destroy me in this negotiation. I'll also say, by the way, Micah did speak with media overall. Quote unquote, cleanly as possible was a new buzz phrase for Micah Parsons. Wouldn't it make sense that's how Jerry was summing up the contract with Micah? Or maybe it was one-sided contract talk with Jerry kind of talking at Micah with the deal. This is also what Micah said on the contract. I'm hanging tight. I understand it's up to Jerry Jones. He gives the green light on everything, so hopefully something is done by next month. I agree. By the way, perfect Father's Day gift is now on sale. All the Cowboys jerseys, even the new ones like the George Pickens number 3, are actually 20% off. Go to chatsports.com/DAL jersey, because Cowboys usually takes you to actually different link. You can get them as cheap as new players, the Nike Legend jerseys. You can get them as cheap for $75. Chatsports.com/DAL jersey. Link will be in the comment section and the description of today's show. That is the special sale ongoing for I don't know how long over on Fanatics. This is kind of where we're at then. And this is the last time we'll talk about it in depth this week until we get closer to training camp stuff. Micah has asked the Cowboys to call his agent. The Cowboys have not done so, so there's no way to make contract talks move forward. Now, to be fair, Micah's agent could also call the Cowboys. Nothing stopping him from picking up the phone. But if we want to operate in reality and how NFL teams and agents and players do contracts, the players have the leverage. Like, the agent can just wait until TJ Watt gets paid and go, oh, price went up $1 million per year. TJ Watt's skipping minicamp. He can also get record-setting money. A normal organization that wants to be among the most well-run would be like, okay, what do we have to gain by waiting? Nothing. What do we have to lose by waiting? A couple $1 million. Maybe we just get this done faster. Right? It's going to be $40+ million per year. That is what the deal is going to be. It is going to beat out the Myles Garrett contract. It's probably both in per year and guaranteed figures. By how much? Who's to say? Maybe the Cowboys get the 5th year they always love, and they end up making it not as bad because every year you add should cost you about $2 million per year. But the longer you wait, the worse spot you're in because Micah's going to get record-setting contract numbers. TJ Watt, if Myles Garrett got it, why can't TJ Watt? There's no reason he shouldn't. Aiden Hutchinson maybe doesn't get Myles Garrett money, but we're not that far removed. Hendrickson doesn't, but he could be getting $35 million per year. Like, the Watt is the one that really stands out to me. Get the deal done with Micah before TJ Watt. There's no downside to it. It's going to be expensive. Maybe Watt doesn't surpass you. But you let TJ Watt get paid before Micah Parsons, you are going to be number one. You do it beforehand, you may not be number one in that time week 1 kicks off. So be honest with me, who gets paid first? TJ Watt also had his drag out into late season last year, or late off season 2 when he got paid the first time. MP for Micah Parsons, TJ for TJ Watt. Now, Brian Schottenheimer at his press conference today was asked about Jaire Alexander and gave kind of a non-answer on that front. Schotty said, quote, we monitor everything. I'm not going to get into specifics of what our conversations will be like, but we're always looking. I'll come back to that here in a second. But what is the % chance you think the Cowboys at least try to land Jaire Alexander? Let me know in the comments section of today's show. I think part of the reason why Schotty got hired is there's a couple times he's asked or answered questions on like contracts and stuff, and it's like Stephen Jones is puppeteering the answer with the way it's said, which is fine when it's coach speak. It gets annoying when it's the same refrain from your decision maker of actual GM not doing anything. This is Stephen speak. All he's missing is talent acquisition of 365-a-day business. We're always going to improve. We're always going to make our roster. Like, it doesn't say anything. There's nothing of note there. It's a non-denial, but I wouldn't read anything into it. It's not a confirmation of, yes, we're interested. It's not a denial of, no, we're not. It's just, we'll see. It's a pass on the question. You gave the answer. There's really no way to follow up with it. You have to move on. I need to see like real, credible connections from Cowboys media, which we haven't seen yet, knock on wood maybe, about adding Alexander before I get my hopes up. Because I have interest in him. I think it makes sense. As we'll discuss on tomorrow's show, doesn't sound like the second had a very good day. In day one of minicamp, they got cooked a lot. They're all banged up. Like, I'd at least explore the cost of Alexander. If it's too expensive, it's too expensive. That's happened with Cooper Kupp. And they kind of, sort of, but maybe not considered it. At least get me that level of interest. Now, if you want more Cowboys YouTube videos, we got you covered right here on the channel. Hit that sub button so you don't miss out. More minicamp coverage Wednesday, Thursday as well. Let's go to Donovan Ezeriuaku, one of the many second-round picks who are still unsigned. In fact, 2 of them, last check, are currently signed as minicamps get underway. Like pretty much all of them, except for Louis Shamar Stewart, which is kind of a Bengals issue, for being honest. Ezeiruaku's practicing. Carson Schlesinger, Jaden Higgins are the only 2 second-round picks signed. And what is noteworthy is fully guaranteed deals, specifically for number 34, Jaden Higgins, which had not happened at the 34th pick previously. That is a new benchmark set that the agent got a fully guaranteed contract. Good work by the agent. Other NFL teams, very mad at Houston for that. We've got a staring contest right now at pick number 35, where you're trying to see of, Okay, well, my guy got a fully guaranteed deal. He got a fully guaranteed deal. Why can't I get one? I want one too. That's Nick Emenwari, by the way, with the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle does not want to. Emenwari's camp wants to. Somebody's going to blink. The deal will get signed. And once that happens, you'll get this like trickle-down effect of like, okay, 35 signs, 36, 37, 38, and you just kind of all rapid fire. As soon as we get back to the normal from last year, second round guaranteed scale, they're all going to slot in. So Ezeiruaku at 44 will sign. He's not next in line unless he wants to take the deal offer right now, which I guarantee those negotiations went, here's what the 44th pick got last year, thereabouts, our normal stuff. Are you down? Well, yes, but, 34 got a fully guaranteed deal. So I just kind of want to wait and see if that trickle-down effect continues. Okay, we'll revisit then. And they'll revisit then. There's no one to blame here outside of maybe Houston. So patience is needed. Ezeiruaku will sign, though.